to get a buddy, and you guys are gonna do the buddy system. Pick your area. Pick what area you want everybody to know you in. Like I had some lady say, I wanna walk down places in Lakewood, and everybody knows I'm a realtor. I'm like, well, wear a shirt. And you have to market that way. Like you have to go to places, leave cards, do things, whatever. So Dave's plan is he's gonna do his area. And I'm gonna go with Dave, and I'm gonna knock on doors on one side of the street, he's gonna do the other. And I'm gonna say, I'm a member of the Dream Team, your neighborhood realtor is David Mitnick, he lives on this block. And, you know, give them a card or whatever, you do the door knock or whatever, how you're gonna do it. Hand it to them and ask them if they have any questions or anything, or, you know, if they'd like any more information. And I'm gonna have a notebook with me, and I'm gonna take down the address and the name, whatever. So that way, at the end of when we're done, if I have a list, that's his, okay? He needs to be I know we're all self-employed and it feels like people are competition, but there's enough to go around for everybody. Don't go to Fairview Park, that's Dave's. No. But Dave's trying to, Dave's trying to be in his area.
Right now it's not, it's other people, so I need to make it mine. So.
Right. And so, you know, he's very frustrated that he wakes up in the morning and once in a while he'll see a RE/MAX sign or something down the street. He's not happy about that. So we're gonna fix that. So, it depends what area you're in. Like I'll ask Marty what area he's in, and Katie and Christian, so that way you guys can find a partner. And then what's gonna happen is when I do mine, I'm gonna make Dave come with me. So,
I told her.
yeah, so, and I want Sheffield Lake. Like that's my area, I live like.
Just for the experience, even if you're doing it with somebody else, it's.
Yeah.
Because people are afraid to knock on a door, and I don't think, I'm not gonna be chauvinistic, but a woman should not be knocking on people's doors by herself, so.
I have mace, so I'll be carrying that.
Tough guy.
Right.
Mace is enough to kill me. Ohio City and Golden Square probably.
Well, you know what? Christian kind of likes that area too.
Yeah.
So maybe he'd be your partner to go there. Well, I
Take
don't know.
some brass
Yeah,
knuckles with you.
now I'd take somebody.
Take
who,
some what?
Brass knuckles.
I would say take somebody who does not want to work your area.
Oh, yeah. Where do you want to work?
Tremont, Ohio City, and Golden Square.
I'm way far west of that, maybe I'll. But
And I think I'm gonna hit up some of the condos and stuff downtown.
Yeah. So like Christian, I know he likes Lakewood, and I know he likes Tremont. So get to Tremont before he does.
Oh.
Well, Tremont's big enough,
I lived
right?
there 5 years. The youngin' can back off.
These areas are huge.
Yeah, there's a lot of.
Yeah.
There are multiple agents, like I've done multiple sales in Lakewood, there's no reason why
Right.
one guy would just.
Right,
Right.
and everybody wants a different area, like I know my friend, her thing was, she wanted to be like where all the bars and stuff are, but that's because she used to be a server forever, so like, she will stay, she markets at night. She'll go into bars late at night, take flyers, do stuff like that, for what she does, you know what I mean? She's like a nail tech and stuff, but she goes in different places and leaves flyers for her thing. So, I mean, you could do the same thing, you know? Especially you girls are used to doing stuff like working in the service industry, so being at nighttime and doing stuff like that would benefit you, because most agents are doing it in the daytime. You know what I mean? They're not going to these places that are packed and full at night, you know? That's why I said we need to start doing strategies to change the way that we market, because if we're doing it the same as everybody else, we're getting the same result as everybody else. So that has to change. So we definitely want to change it up a little bit. Dave, I don't know if you're a night owl, so we'll have to figure out your thing. We'll do the door knocking for you and see how that goes.
I mean, my thought is once the weather, or the sun, I should say, the time the sun's out, I mean, I think the most effective time is 5, 6 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
That's just my mind,
Yeah.
that's my mindset.
Yeah, you're right.
That's
Or the
actually
weekends.
a really good idea.
That,
I actually had people come to my door, and they were home flight, which is where O'Malley is in West Park.
yeah.
He's big in that area. One of the guys that he took on to his team, they were door knocking last year around this
Yeah.
time. So that is true, and
Yeah.
it was like 6 o'clock.
Yeah,
I will say, there are some cities, Rocky River being one of them,
that you can't go
that
at a certain time.
no.
A permit?
You need to talk to the city, because you need to register yourself. Because
Yeah.
there was an agent that I know from FitWorks that worked for Howard Haney, he was well dressed, he was in a suit and tie, and he told me, he goes, dude, you're not gonna believe what happened. He goes, I got someone called on me and the police came up to me and it was like I was almost getting arrested because they let me know you're not allowed to do this without registering with the city first, because otherwise
Wow,
they're
okay.
they need to know there's
Let's
a
just
guy
stay out of
walking
Rocky
there.
River.
Yeah, well, no, and that
Rocky River's
makes
a great area. I'd
sense.
love to take Gloria Hardington out of her job, but
I think she's already retired.
How hard is it
But
to
it
I think her
register?
sister or daughter.
I mean, it's
Yeah, what do you
not,
have to
it's
do?
just, if you
Knowing what
don't
they
know
have to
that, right.
And I thought there was like a list or something like that too that we found, or somebody found a while back when we first
I
found
mean, if you're
about
going
that.
to one city, call the
Like, you're
city,
not
make a
solicited.
phone call.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, I mean, and they appreciate that, you know what I mean?
Oh,
Then
they
they're
wanna
like,
give
oh,
you
they'll
a
tell
list.
you, you
Yeah,
know?
the
Bother these people.
Well, the city
I know
that
the
you
chief
have to
of police
register
and
in it
everything.
and stuff. Because I think more cities are starting to do it.
Yeah,
Well, and it's understandable with what's been going on in this world. I mean, how many people imitate?
right.
And
So-
then nobody wants to come to the door anyway.
So real quick, you missed that we're
They'll
gonna
look at you.
double up,
Can I help you?
so, for door knocking. So what area do you like? What area, like where do you live, or what area would you like to lock in?
I like Westlake and Bay Village.
I would love somebody to start taking over Westlake too. And I'll tell you,
Westlake.
there's some
Isn't that
cities
funny?
like,
We're in
or there's some
Westlake.
neighborhoods like, the estates right here,
Mhm.
that I know who the realtor is in that area.
That's where I wanna go.
And
I wanna go to the
she should be
Estates, and I
retired a
wanna go
long
to
time
some of
ago.
these other, like the
So,
Queen Anne's.
somebody-
and the all those.
But people know,
Well,
like, she
all the
asked
places
us to
I
take
run.
over 'cause she
Well,
wants to
the-
retire.
All the places I run through.
There you go.
Hey.
Well, here's the plan. You pick an area and then somebody, one of the girls or somebody will double up with you and go with you. And what'll happen is they're gonna help you work your area and hand out your door knocker, knock on doors. If somebody's interested, they'll write it down, whatever, and then give that to you. And then they're gonna pick an area and you do the same for them. I feel like if we double up, everybody gets to corner their own area.
Gotcha.
And it's better that way. I think we should do like a Saturday. People are more home on the weekends, and especially they're relaxing, whatnot, so. Especially
Pretty
for that
soon you
area,
should
my
catch
cousin
them
used to live
on their cards pretty soon.
there. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Shoveling their
if
driveways.
it wasn't for Dave's wife, he'd have a big, sign in his yard that looks like a business card that says, "I'm Dave Mitnick, your neighborhood realtor," but she won't go for that,
Put it on
so.
the roof.
He said, "Put it on the roof."
she can't remove it that way.
Yeah, but,
One of those lights that come on at night and shines up against your house.
Or one of the ones like at the carnivals that like shine in the
There
skies.
you go.
What the hell's that?
so,
He's like, I'm taking them.
So, what area, okay, so you want Ohio City and Tremont, I'm gonna write it down, because I wanna know where everybody's gonna go.
Anywhere between, let's just say between Gordon Square and downtown. I'm taking 4 areas.
Okay, you want Ohio City,
You need everybody to
Tremont,
help
where?
you.
Right,
So Tremont, Ohio City, Gordon Square, downtown.
okay.
Some of those condos, you can't get into those buildings though, so. That might be like
Oh, I have my
mailers and stuff.
Right, I was
If
gonna
your
say.
ways.
She has her ways. She could take a package, pretend she's holding it, like, can you please
Spider-Man?
open the door for me?
Just dress like UPS, call it a day.
Spider-Man?
Don't
All
just
right,
like
Jessica,
FedEx.
what area do you want?
I'm gonna do Amherst and parts of Lorraine. Nice parts by my house.
That's good that everybody's kind of.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, Dave, and then you just want Fairview, or do you want Fairview and North Homestead?
My brain tells me, let me handle one thing at a time, so I'll try Fairview right now.
Okay.
Yeah, West Park's a great
Yeah,
area.
because I'm on the West Park
Did you say
neighborhood,
when you're
my West
leaving?
Park neighborhood group, and West Park is starting to get like where people are trying to move into it, and they're having hard times finding houses.
Well, we can do it with we can do it with Jessica, and we can make her some
I'll do
things
West
up
Park
that
with
says
Jessica.
I like to walk around my
Unlicensed.
neighborhood for sure.
I mean,
So
all
you're in
she
West
has to
Park,
do
you
Our
is.
team
West
can
Park,
help
people
you.
are trying
Wait a
to
minute,
do?
all she needs is a door hanger and have it go to a home evaluation page for her. So that would, because that's what they're gonna go
Yeah.
onto when you give them that door hanger, is the home evaluation page.
Right.
And as they come in, whoever you give it to, they just give you a referral fee if it turns into something.
Yep.
Well, I'm all for that.
Right, right. So that way the lead doesn't go to waste.
Right.
West
Yep.
Park.
And you can do circle prospecting.
Yeah,
Same
you
way.
can, you can call, you just can't
we can
say
start
anything about commission and
Right.
certain things,
Hand out
but,
business cards
yeah,
at the end of the
see,
day,
there
at the
you
end of
are,
our
right?
walk.
Yeah, wait, I'll go.
right.
They're nice
Okay,
looking.
so, you guys are gonna kill me with the Jessicas in here.
Jess and Jessica.
Jessica M. So you want, you said West Park? Okay. Alright. And me, I already know where I want.
said like Sheffield area?
Yeah, I'm doing Sheffield Lake and Avon. I would take Avon Lake, but Betty still lives there.
I don't care. Somebody needs to take it over.
I was gonna say, I plan on having a couple nights where I sit at B-Dub's bar and pass out my
There
business
you go.
cards. Yeah.
I would have been
Just like
passing
yes,
them
no,
out a couple
yeah.
Saturdays too.
Yeah.
See your cards?
Yes, I did.
All right. Okay, so, once we do that, we'll have a day where everybody plans, like, we'll say, okay, we'll meet on Friday, and then say, everybody's gonna do it tomorrow, Saturday, at this time, that way Monday when we come in, we can all
That would be
share how it
cool.
went.
Or we can go out afterwards and talk about it.
Yeah, we'll, like,
That would be
we'll
cool.
say,
That'd be
we'll
fun.
door
I could
knock for an
definitely do it on
hour.
a Sunday. I always work Saturday nights, but.
Well, it'd
or
be during the
Saturday
day,
during the Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so,
okay, go ahead.
so that way everybody can go, and then afterwards, maybe we'll meet up somewhere to eat or whatever, and
Be on a
have
Saturday,
drinks.
like
Yeah,
what time would you, what would be like an ideal time to start that on a Saturday? Like,
I would say like 2 or 3. People are home, that's the middle of the day for them. Like, people go out at night on Saturday and they're out, yeah. So I just feel like, and then in the mornings, people have things for their kids for sports, you know what I
Staying
mean?
in my class at 9:15.
Yeah, yeah. So like the middle of the day for me, I think on Saturday. Now Sunday, in the later, like 5 or 6 is better on Sundays, just because everybody's home, they're relaxing.
Winding
They gotta
down.
they gotta wind down before they work the next day. So Saturdays would be in the middle of the day. Like, everybody I know is always out and about, and then they're home for a couple hours in the middle of the day, and then they go out and do
Well,
stuff
and when
later.
it gets lighter out, we could do it even in the evening,
Yeah,
like 6 o'clock or something like that.
yeah. I mean, and we can always
Because I think a weekday is
rotate.
probably better in the evening.
Yeah,
yeah, definitely.
yeah, absolutely. So I think it'll be fun. I mean, honestly, since it's a casual thing and you're gonna be walking a lot, wear comfortable shoes. You can, wear a pair of dress pants or sneakers, I mean, jeans or whatever.
Get your
Everybody-
dream team gear
I was
out.
gonna say, everybody should wear a Dream Team shirt. We have t-shirts for everybody, so that and a cardigan, or, you know what I mean, whatever you're gonna wear, and be comfortable because you're gonna be pounding pavement, so. All right? Okay. Well, I was gonna go over open houses because Katie asked me to, however, there's no Katie. So,
I'm doing one on Sunday, so I'm
Look at you.
right,
happy to listen.
right.
Open house.
Okay, so,
Everybody could use a refresher.
right, so if you don't have an open house to do, go into our inventory on the MLS and look and find a vacant. Ask whoever's got it listed, if it's Chris, it's Betty, it's him, whoever it is, her, whatever, and say, you have a vacant house. Do they want to have an open house? Can you find out? And do it Monday, every morning. Like, you plan for the weekend to have an open house.
Why does it have to be a vacant house?
Well, it doesn't have to be, but I mean, like, if somebody had a price reduction, of course, offer, or if somebody says they have an open house, yeah. But I mean, if nobody's saying they have an open house, find one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then what you do
Because
is,
there's not gonna be a no to a vacant house.
right, that's what I'm saying, so,
Oh,
You know,
yeah,
Yeah.
they
if it's
welcome the fact.
vacant,
Right.
there's not gonna be anybody saying, oh, I have a dinner party that night, or
Yeah.
whatever, you know,
Yeah.
I got something going
I can't
on.
get the kids packed up that fast.
Right, so, and then immediately when you find out, I really hate when people do open houses last minute. It's good to do it early in the beginning of the week, you have all week to market it. Immediately, Zach needs a calendar event that says you're doing the open house, and put in the notes, need flyer. What he does is he will and he'll put it in the amounts, he does all that, but he will contact Ryan to do your flyers. So Ryan knows ahead of time, okay, I'm doing the flyer. It gives Ryan time because he has a guy on his team who does all the flyers. So he has to notify them, they get it to him, and then he sends it back. The sooner you know about the open house, the better. You can put those, I would say Wednesday is good to put the open house signs up. I mean, we do it Thursday, but an extra day is always more
I
helpful.
put my signs out yesterday for
Yeah.
the Sunday open house.
Okay,
Depending on the area, I mean, I would do it right away, anytime
Right.
after the Sunday before.
yeah, I mean, I always do it as soon as I know I have it,
There's some cities that don't like you to put signs out.
yeah. Or
Maybe Rocky
developments.
River. My guess is Rocky River.
Well, and you have
Avon Lake,
developments.
Avon Lake and Avon have an ordinance, but they haven't been like they used to. It's more like some of the realtors used to police it, like if they saw, like if, and I know one of the realtors that used to do it all the time, But if they would see one of the Howard Hanna signs out, they'd be like,
Or
when I was with
take it.
Howard Hanna, we'd get turned in constantly. Or all our signs would be gone. You can go up to City Hall and collect signs. I used to do that.
That they
And I had a
picked
ton
out.
of signs. Oh, yeah, City
They
Hall.
weren't even
had
yours,
theirs.
you just got extras from
Hey,
others.
nobody else is going to get them. Can't do that with our signs, but
Right.
when we were with Howard Hanna, we weren't allowed to be ourselves. You did that.
So, the second you get your flyers, always, always, always start marketing it on Facebook. And see, this is kind of a little backwards because tomorrow we're doing the Facebook thing and then I'm gonna show you guys how to do that. So, make sure you bring your laptops because we're gonna do it from beginning to end. Where I'm gonna help you guys set up your business pages. You're gonna do it from beginning to end, like, we're gonna do it interactive, so everybody comes up there, now you have the laptop to use, you'll be able, everybody's gonna do it, like, I'll stop, make sure everybody did it, after everybody does it, we'll go to the next thing. I want you guys to do it that way everybody is gonna be caught up, because, like, I want Dave to come, because Dave can help me, he actually is, alright, guess what I showed Marty yesterday? I said, you wanna see Dave Mitnick on
Google.
Google? And I put it in and you were the first 2 pages of Google. He was like, I need to do that. And I was like, see?
Kevin David Mitnick is a famous computer hacker, so a lot of times when you type in my name, you'll see Kevin.
Well, no, we did it by the
Dave's,
at Dave is a Realtor.
Oh, Dave.
Yeah, and you popped up the first 2 pages of Google. He was like, what the heck? I was like, need to
Well,
get on
you can
Dave's
put that.
level.
Since she told me that, I feel so good about myself. No, I'm just kidding. Since she, I'm kidding. I do that with every agent that I'm working with or someone that's calling me up and I'm typing in their name and I gotta tell you, 9 out of 10 of them can't find them anywhere.
Yep,
Well,
and that,
they
and
put their name, they shouldn't put Dave Minnick.
I
Well-
write
Dave's a
Bill
realtor.
Smith Realtor and I gotta tell you, I gotta kill myself to find stuff. If you write David Mitnick Realtor, you're gonna
Pops
have
up.
all this,
Yep.
and not, believe me, I'm not like.
And
this
you
is
have,
just
do you
from-
have to put the hashtag in, or could you just do?
no, actually, on all my social media, even if it's something that doesn't require it, I'll put a hashtag because now even Snapchat, they use hashtags.
Wow.
So, yeah, so if you put it in, it'll show your Snapchat page, it'll show, because mine is Sophia's a Realtor on Snapchat too. My friend was like, I knew that's what it was gonna be. Well, because you know all my other stuff is, you know what I mean? So that, it makes it easier for people to find you. You wanna be that person. You always use hashtags, even on Facebook now, they're using it regularly. So you wanna use, when you're doing an open house, you put like, Dave's a Realtor, hashtag Fairview Park, hashtag Fairview Park, Ohio,
Hashtag new home buyer or whatever.
yeah, and hashtag Fairview Park Homes for Sale. So those are the main ones that come up for people that are looking for houses, and hashtag open house.
So basically what the hashtag's doing is saying, okay, this is gonna be a search.
Yeah,
And then whatever you have after that
Yeah.
is what people are searching.
right.
Oh,
I put
okay, I
something
just
on
learned
Facebook,
something.
I put something on Facebook and I know they're linked together. I kept getting all these likes, but the likes were not coming from Facebook, they were coming from Instagram.
So Betty, something you could do, like if Instagram or whatever, like you can search a certain hashtag. So you could
Yeah.
search open house.
But
Yeah.
sometimes hashtags, you may put your own hashtag and there's nothing under that hashtag.
Yeah,
So you just make up a hashtag.
but that's why I said if we're all doing it regularly
Or
and
the
we're
same
all
hashtags.
doing, yeah, if we're all using open house, you know, or,
I created hashtags for my dogs.
And
I
like-
I created
Oh,
hashtags
Right,
for
but then you know, no one's gonna
Yeah.
see
Open
those
house.
unless they're
I know,
But if
looking.
you
at-
keep using
Yeah.
it,
You'll fill that
but let me
hashtag up.
tell you, what happens is, you keep using the hashtags, like mine is Sophia's a Realtor, well, somebody typed in Realtor, that pops up too. So then you get people, like I have all these people following me who, from out of state, all these places, they like my photos, they like my posts, it's just engagement, you know what I mean?
If they follow you, should you follow them back?
No.
What's the rule with that?
I don't unless I always, every once in a while, I'll post a post that says, if you're looking to buy or sell a home, you know, I try to make it a variety, I don't always push that. Of course, they know you're a Realtor, they're on your page. But, I will always say, for like Instagram, I'll say, send me a message. And people will inbox me and ask me questions. I mean, I got a lead from there before,
You
so.
say, send me a message?
Yeah, I'll put on there, I'm like, if you're interested, send me a message or, you know, a text and I'll put my phone number. And because they can go to your inbox there and they can message you. So you definitely want that engagement. That way you know.
Isn't it good too to do videos?
I do
Isn't that a
once in a
higher
while.
rating?
It is, but you have to have SEO behind it too. Like for Instagram, your SEO, yeah, your SEO is the hashtag. Your SEO is the hashtag for that. You can add tags to it too on Instagram. I mean, that'll be a whole different class. That's at least a 45-minute from beginning to end, showing them how to do that.
Just the video part of it?
That'll go longer.
I mean, just from beginning to end, showing them how to use that page in general.
Okay,
Yeah, so,
the Instagram? Okay.
yeah, Twitter's
And
completely
Instagram is
different.
actually works best on your phone.
Are you bringing a
can't do-
teenager in?
No, my daughter was
We
like,
have that.
no, Mom, because she's in the Geek Squad,
That's where
so.
she learned a lot from her daughter.
Yeah, my daughter, like, if I need to know something, I'll text her and say, I need to know how to do this. She's like, I'll be home out of work at this time. I'm like, okay. She'll come in and do it for me.
My
Like, she's
daughter
like,
is-
do this. Yeah.
Have them come.
because
And your
Well,
daughter's
you gotta-
young.
Yeah.
Burritos.
Yeah, but you
Okay,
have
Martine.
to, well,
Yeah,
you gotta think, my daughter works for the Geek Squad and
Snapchat.
she interns every year for Highland Software. So she's geeked up. I don't know.
That's where she's
Yeah.
near the mall, so-
What, Highland?
Beach,
Or
or Best Buy?
Oh, the Geek Squad's at every Best Buy.
No, I thought she was in a shopping center that was getting torn down. That must, she may be, think she's.
No, she's in the Avon one now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she was in North Homestead though, but now she's over there. But so anyways, that's another thing. If you need nerdy tech stuff and if Zach doesn't know, just ask me. I will get you an answer. That's how I learn everything. And the fact that her boyfriend does it too, so that helps. Anyways, and then for the open house, I always boost my post on Facebook. And I make sure that you share it to as many of any groups, Slack, and get to it. Your weekend assignment for me is going to be add yourself to groups that are pertinent to you and what you do. Doesn't all, I mean, even groups for, like, you have kids, you have little ones. So you want to be members of groups for, like, you know, they have
Like the
members.
Bay Village group
Yeah,
or
yeah.
a runners group or?
Yep, like they have groups for the kids, like you wanna be the nice single dad in the, in the groups.
Let's get you a new picture.
Right.
We'll get you a date.
The single dad, the single dad in the groups who's a realtor, not only will women like that, but people who need to sell a house might like that, so.
He's gonna start a
Her
group,
husband's
RLFL, the realtors looking for ladies.
Well, the reason I said that is because there'll be a lot of single moms in that group too. It's funny. But, I mean, they have groups like that for women, you know what I mean? And just play groups in general for people with little ones,
There's also the.
dog groups
I'm
for
in a lot of dog
Jessica,
groups.
yes.
You can also create your own group.
Oh,
You can
don't
create
start
a-
that.
You can create a page with
I'm gonna tell you
your
right
dog
now, if
and tell
you-
people to start adding pictures of their dog, and then they start seeing who you are. And then you
I'm
start
gonna be
doing that.
honest and say what a little bit of an a-hole I am, because
We already.
right. So I don't, wait a minute, I own 7 property groups that I made. I have 32,000 in one, 5,000 in another. You're not gonna find any realtors in that group but me. Now, if it's people looking,
Or were you
I
like the
will.
admin on it? You don't.
yeah,
And
well,
you
I
decide who
inherited
joins?
2 of them because this lady added me to 2 of them and I was posting all the time. She goes, well, you have more to do than I do. Do you wanna take over the group? And she said, yeah, and signed off her admin. So now I own the group now.
Yeah, I always thought that was strange how they do that because I got changed to an admin for one of the West Park groups that I'm on. It's like a crime watch page or whatever because I was commenting a lot. So they made me an admin of it, and then I got made an admin for like a running group page. And I always thought that was strange how they can just.
Well, somebody will
I
add
think
it.
they check with you or
Yeah.
something.
Right, I mean, you can always, you
Quick
can,
message.
wait a minute, but you can-
You can just add admin, you don't have to
Okay.
ask.
yeah, and you
permission.
can always remove yourself as an admin and still say a member. I mean, but it's good to be an admin
Yeah.
because you
Right.
see what's happening
Well,
in that group.
somebody came and wanted to put something in one of the groups that I was in, and they gave me the option to be able to approve their post, and I'm going, where did that come from? Like, how am I allowed to approve
Yeah.
the post?
Yep. So
Like,
for me, the only group that I usually will approve other agents to be on is my Northeast Ohio events page, and that's because that's where you share all the open houses. And if
gotcha.
somebody has a property that I have a lot of buyers approved right now, that they're gonna have an open house and I need my client to go, I give them a card if I'm unable to go with them and say, take this card, go, give it to them and
Yes.
say, I'd like to look around.
Do
Make
that.
sure all your clients have a stack of your cards, because you're gonna end up with one that does not listen, or 5 of them that do not listen and will go to an open house without you. Or will call a for sale by owner and say, I have an agent. No, no, and
Well,
no.
And I saw that on the West Park group that I'm in when I was talking about people finding houses. Somebody posted in there, not a realtor, but a person posted that do they know of any upcoming West Park houses coming up? And they listed how many bedrooms, bath, and whatever. And a bunch of people commented, and they're like, don't trust Zillow, da-da-da, but
Yeah.
this house is up and coming, I know it's my neighbor's house. And then somebody said, are you working with a realtor? You know what they said? Yes, I am. And I clicked on the person's page, they asked me if they were working with a realtor. They were a realtor.
I was gonna say, I wonder.
But then and I'm wondering if the person that's working with them is somebody from this office, because I'm not even kidding you, literally within the same amount of time that they put that in that West Park group, I saw somebody here from this brokerage asked if they knew any West Park.
Oh, in our group, in our
Yeah.
team page,
I'm
yeah.
like, I wonder if they're working
Yeah.
with them. But they wouldn't tell them to
Well,
post that in a group, would
No,
they?
but you know what? Some people will say, hey, does anyone have anything available in this area? And they will contact that person from that group and say, hey, you were looking for something, I have a house for you. That doesn't mean it's their listing.
That's true.
And
So-
then might be trying to get around it, because like I know the Bay Village group that I'm in, there's like Secret Bay Village, and then there's another like business page,
Mhm.
where on the Secret Bay Village, you can put anything you want almost, except if you're like, hey, I'm a realtor, I'm having an open house, or hey, this house is for sale. Then they're like, get that off of here, like all the comments, they just turn on you, like, get this off of here, it goes on the business page, get it, like,
Yeah.
because people have tried
Well,
it.
you know what
and they're
I
trying
al-
to be all sweet.
No, what I always do, if it's a group that I'm not a member of, I will message the admin and say, I'm a realtor, what am I and am I not allowed to post? Yep, and then and then they'll tell you, so you know ahead of time. So if you have an open house and you're not allowed to post it, but you're allowed to advertise your business,
Mhm.
you always put,
Oh, these
you
people
know,
turned on this
well,
person.
that, he said, one of the groups for Bay Village says you're not allowed to advertise open houses, but you're allowed to advertise your business. So when I'm advertising my business, I say, I help buyers and sellers, and I accompany people to open houses. Boom, I ended up with somebody, because they want to do that, but,
I know, did you see that time they turned?
Yeah.
on that?
Oh,
They were-
yeah.
And then they were like, I've been.
and that was, wait a minute,
I've lived in Bay Village
was
for
that wasn't
20
yours,
years
that
or
was a lady
something.
from Howard Hanna.
Right,
They
it was a
ripped
Howard
her a
Hanna
new
lady,
one.
yeah.
I was like, oh.
Because she was like, I've been part of your community for this many years.
They were
And
like, we
I'm
don't care, it's
People
not
were
part
like,
of the
"We don't
rules.
care, get
Right.
out of here."
Yeah, but the thing is, because we had that in our in that neighborhood,
They were-
whatever it's called, that
Mhm.
one kind.
it was
And we
vicious.
sold our house. I never advertised before that I was a realtor or anything. I just mentioned about how great our neighborhood is, and we just sold our house. It's like,
And yeah, people will
Just
message you
neighborhood-
and say,
oh my, well,
no,
a lady upstairs,
Oh, yeah.
Susan, I won't say her name, Susan Bowen. She like, I know it was her, I know it was her. And it ended up that was, you know, they're like, the admin kept messaging me. And I'm like, you know what, you get all these other people off the page then that is selling the tights, whatever they are, and all these other things, because that's the same thing.
yeah, they're advertising.
If they're
themselves
selling
too.
Mary Kay or tights or whatever, that's the same freaking thing. Get
Yeah.
them off of here too then, because that's on there all the time, every day.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
I
like they-
hate
it's
the
like they-
leggings people, they drive me
What are
crazy.
those things called? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know, I got
Because they're all
slapped in the
over,
hand.
or somebody having a,
Very
you know, somebody having a hampered chef party, I'm like, that's the same
Yeah.
thing, that's exactly the same thing.
Yeah,
They're selling
they're,
stuff.
that group's
Yeah.
strict about that.
It's like they
And
pick
one
and
of them-
choose who
No,
they're
now they do
soliciting.
Mary,
the
Mary said to me,
Rodan and
to
Felix.
Mary,
Oh my God.
Mary
Some-
O'Donnell.
Yeah.
She said, oh, you got slapped on the hand. I said,
Oh, my
I didn't know
niece is
that.
doing that.
She was, well, they
My,
posted it
all
in
my
there.
friends are doing
They
it, and they're like
messaged
trying to
me
recruit me,
personally?
I'm like, no.
Although I am using the eyelash
Just
You
come
have to,
stop.
yeah, you
Because
have
my
to
house-
read the
amazing,
rules
don't
to
get
the
me wrong.
groups.
Oh, I don't
Just
know where they
like,
are, where are the group rules?
Yeah.
It's usually, I'll have to show you when, well, tomorrow we're gonna do a big
Yeah, I'm
social
here.
media thing, so I'll show you guys tomorrow.
Is when people make those groups and then they add you to them. I took myself
It's
out
like
of the
you
group
can
3
stop
times and then they added us.
You have to, you have to say leave group, and it'll ask, do you want